Welcome back to Business Deals and Real Talk with the Choes, and I'm Holly Che.
Hi, and I'm Jonathan Che, and together we're with Transworld Business Advisors in 3 states, in Oregon, Central. We're also in California, in the LA Metro, Southern California area, and then in West Central Ohio with a great partner, Jennifer Taylor. And we'll talk to you about the real nuts and bolts of the actual selling journey. It's complicated. There's a lot of complexities that you want to plan for, and we'll go through the selling process and the selling journey.
That's right, Jonathan. I mean, it really is a significant decision, a big step after building something so remarkable. Our goal is always to bring clarity to that process, make it feasible, and just ensure sellers can really reap the rewards of their hard work.
Exactly, Holly. Where does the selling journey even begin? Well, for most of the sellers and people planning to exit their business, it starts with a thorough understanding of the value of their business. Not only where it stands today, the number, but also from a foundation of the quantitative value of the business, there are qualitative aspects of the business. What are the strengths? What are the weaknesses? What are the opportunities? And what are the threats to a business? The qualitative nature of the business can, in the short term as well as the long term, affect the value of the business and the ultimate selling price. So it makes sense for most of our clients to start with a thorough understanding of their business valuation.
And honestly, Jonathan, valuing a business is more of an art than a science, right? It does involve, like you say, rigorous analysis. There isn't just one way to do it. I mean, for many small owner operator businesses, we often use the seller discretionary earnings or SDE multiple approach.
That's right, Holly. SDE essentially is the total cash flow available to the owners. From the buyer's point of view, it starts with EBITDA, earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. Then it adds back things like the owner's salary, the benefits that are paid through the business for the owners, and other discretionary expenses that are not absolutely necessary but are discretionary, so that the purchaser of a business can really understand what the cash flow that they'll be getting will be. Also, we take that SDE and then we apply a market multiple. And the financial markets really defines the range that businesses of certain sizes, certain revenues sell for. And that range could be narrow to wide. Then we understand the qualitative nature of the business, we understand the market, and then we apply a multiple that we believe that the market will bear. So seller discretionary earnings is the true cash flow, but only the foundation of how the price is set when we go to market with businesses.
And Jonathan, that's well said. I mean, that multiple is key. It really reflects the industry, the current market condition. I mean, getting that valuation right upfront is crucial. And you price it too high and you scare away serious buyers. If you price it too low and you'll leave money on the table. So a well-supported valuation builds that trust and transparency, don't you think?
Absolutely. Also, beyond the valuation, one of the things that is critical in the sale of a business is confidentiality.
Yes.
You, as the owner of a business, can create risk if your suppliers know, your clients know, your competitors know that you're selling. So the best thing to do is to wait until the sale is final. We have a proven process that will allow for good communication, good employee retention, but until the business is sold, and you definitely want to maintain confidentiality so that you can have control over the communication, which is going to be a great benefit to you.
Yes. And Jonathan, this is a non-negotiable. I mean, leaking the news prematurely does create so much uncertainty and anxiety. Like employees worry about their jobs, right? Suppliers might get nervous, customers could hesitate. So that disruption could really hurt your operations and reduce productivity, ultimately diminish the business value. It can even kill the deal.
That's right. That's where the NDA or the non-disclosure agreements come in. This is how we, as your broker, ensure confidentiality. And we literally have all of our buyers sign the NDA, which is an obligation for them to legally maintain the confidentiality of the sale of your business and limit the information that they share to only their inner circle and advisors who are necessary to help them with assessment of the business. And we keep the information strictly on a need to know basis. We limit that information because I'll give you an example. We often talk to buyers that within 2 minutes we realize this is not a good fit. And that happens a lot. And we don't want to give confidential information about your business name, even, or confidential employer financial information to somebody who is not a good fit out of the gate. So we really take great care to maintain the confidentiality of your business sale with the buyers that we interact with.
Yes. And Jonathan, another big misconception we see is sellers thinking they can sell for extremely high multiples, like 4 or 5 or 6 times earnings, while the goal is to maximize return. Those expectations can be unrealistic for many businesses. Valuation is grounded in analysis, like what you mentioned before, and factors like inconsistent profitability or industry downturn do make those high multiples hard to justify to serious buyers and lenders.
Yeah, and relying on lavish lifestyle to prove the business is healthy, buyers don't care about that. What they really care about is good, verified, well-organized records, tax returns, P&Ls, balance sheets, cash flow statements, good AR, accounts receivable and accounts payable information, good employee information. Good documentation is absolutely necessary for business owners to prepare their business for sale.
Jonathan, navigating all of this is complex. It's why assembling the right team is essential. You need financial advisors, legal experts, accountants, and honestly, we're biased, but a skilled business advisor or broker is absolutely imperative.
That's right. Think of us like the quarterback of the transaction. As business intermediaries, we have plenty of experience in both large and small businesses to help make a smooth transaction possible. And think of us as taking the complexities of both sides, the buyer and sellers, centers of influences, the landlords, legal, accounting, financial planning, all of those things, and helping you navigate through the process so that we not only get you the best deal, but we also make it a smooth and painless, I guess it's not always painless, but less painful process for you. And then we'll get the business sold and closed so that you could pursue your next adventure in life. And by managing the entire process, we want you to focus on operating your business and having the best year possible. Because what we don't want to happen is for you to get distracted and business starts going down. Then we may need to renegotiate the price or the terms and the structure. So you do what you do best by operating your business and maintaining it or making it better. And we'll do what we do best by making the process simple and getting your business sold and you paid.
Yeah, it really is a journey, Jonathan. There are steps, right? Challenges, ultimately, the moment you get paid, like you said, and the financial reward is the culmination of all that hard work.
Yeah, on average, it takes 6 to 9 months to sell a business, sometimes less, sometimes longer. It really depends on the complexity of each situation. I like to kind of use the metaphor of business sales is like Tetris. The game is the same, but the pieces come down differently at different speeds, but you need to make sure that they all fit together. And when things speed up, you got to have the knowledge and the experience and the smarts to make sure that you could foresee those things and make sure that you win that game.
Jonathan, that was very well said. I mean, sources does tell us it varies a lot based on the size, industry, market conditions, and complexity of it all. At the end, our goal is to get you the financial reward and get you paid.
Yeah, and that really marks the end of one chapter of your life and the beginning of a new one, which is so exciting. And the adventure of going into retirement, pursuing other passions, is really an exciting time.
Exactly. And it's about embracing those new possibilities. And with the right guidance and preparation, selling can be achievable and liberating.
So, if you're standing at the crossroads, wondering what comes next for you, reach out to an experienced business broker and take your first step.
Yeah, and we have the expertise to bridge the gap between buyers and sellers, and we specialize in selling businesses, the mergers and acquisition, M&A, and franchises.
And we're here to support you every step of the way and show your business sale the same care you put into building it.
Well, before we go, Jonathan, I have to show you my mug. This is so fun. It was a gift from one of our colleagues. Is EBITDA is earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. So this is what we live on, right? Our life. So don't hesitate to reach out to us at Transworld Business Advisors of Oregon Central, and we'll add our contact information in the link.
Thanks for joining us for Business Deals and Real Talk with the Chase.
And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks.